An old friend returns to the Cougar Den tonight as Ted Hill, and former Lady Cougar head coach Ted Hill, brings his Ohio County team in looking for their first win of the season. On the other side, it's the Grayson County Lady Cougars coming in and off of their best offensive performance since Ted Hill was the coach. Should be a great district, or not district, but a doubleheader tonight here from the Cougar Den. And a good evening and welcome here to Grayson County High School for tonight's coverage of Grayson County Cougar basketball and Lady Cougar basketball on K105. Sam Gormley with you tonight. We appreciate you taking the time to tune in to tonight's coverage here on K105 and also via K105 Digital Productions. It's Grayson County, it's Ohio County, it's a district. It's, again, not a district. It used to be a district doubleheader, but it still kind of has the feel of a district because these are two rivals. In football, this is a district game, and it should be a great one. Girl-boy doubleheader. We haven't had one of these for Ohio County in quite some time, and all signs point to us having a great one. Coming up on our locker room show, we're going to introduce you to both teams, talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Todd Johnston, and give you the starting lineups. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
Oh!
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars are getting ready to take on the Lady Eagles of Ohio County in a doubleheader here tonight from Grayson County High School. Ohio County 0-1 on the year. They lost to Owensboro in their first game of the season by a final score of 67-39. Owensboro, though, right now the number 3 team in the third region media poll. So a really talented team, so you can read into that what you want, because Grayson County on the other side also had a big loss to a top-ranked team in the region, according to the third region media members. Of course, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that the head coach of Ohio County is Ted Hill. He spent 2 seasons at the helm of this Grayson County Lady Cougar program from 2019 to 2021. Really good guy. I talked to him before. I hope he wins every game this season, but I hope he loses tonight by 30. And I can say that as the Grayson County guy, and I'm sure he says most of the same thing. It's really good to catch up with him, and he's got a young team, but he returns Cameron Kennedy as the leading returning scorer, 8.7 points, 3.5 rebounds per game. But the player that has really come on, the transfer from Whitesville Trinity, Caitlin Wilson, she had 11 points and 7 rebounds against Owensboro. Lady Cougars had a big offensive performance against University Heights last time out. We'll talk about that and more. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars are getting ready to take on the Lady Eagles of Ohio County. Last time out, a 70-31 win for Grayson County. It was their most points scored in a game since Ted Hill was the coach in February of 2020 against Whitesville Trinity, when they scored 85 points. Leading scorer as far as points this season is Sydney Perkins. She's coming off of a career high in that game against University Heights, 25 points. Isabel Blainson had a career high 17 in that game as well. It was just everybody was rolling offensively, and because of that, you score 70 points and you win by 39. It's not rocket science. If you shoot and make 9 threes at a high percentage, you're going to win yourself a lot of games. Lady Cougars, coached by Todd Johnston. We'll talk to him after this. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows. Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
Oh! I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake. And so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it all.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. Coach, that game against University Heights was the best offensive performance, I think, since you've been the coach. It's have to go back a couple of years, at least from my vantage point. What made it so good?
Well, we made shots. We made 9 threes, and I think our first 7 or 8 girls that get most of the playing time were 9 for 20 from the three-point line. And then toward the end, we missed 4 or 5 late. But, you make 9 threes, you're going to win. We were 11 for 14 from the free throw line. So those easy points always helps. But our ball movement was good. And, that was a game I told you that we absolutely had to win. Our girls, their mentality was exactly how it needed to be for that game. Got out to a good lead, early lead, and we got off to a fast start, which is something we typically are not very good at. But we were ready to go, and making shots makes the defense a lot better too.
Sydney Perkins in that game had the career-high 25 points. Now, you don't expect 25 from her every night, but what does her getting back into that realm do to your offense?
Well, she got wide open looks, and that's because of our ball movement. We handled the pressure a little bit. Their zone would go in and go out, and the girls are understanding that if you want good shots, the ball's got to move. And she was wide open on everything except her first shot, which she come down on the girl's ankle, and it's still a little tender on her. But other than that, there was nobody around her when she's getting her looks. And if we keep that mindset about moving the ball and making that extra pass, turning down a good shot for a great shot, and Sydney's she would shoot 50% from the three-point line if she didn't have to force some. So we're trying to minimize that this year, because last year she probably took half her shots contested. This time we're working on that, trying to get her, maybe she might take fewer shots, but they're going to be better shots, and she's going to make a very high clip of those.
Ted Hill tonight makes his return to the Cougar Den. Without even talking about the game, you've been a coach in a similar situation where you coached a place for 2 years and you play your first game back. What kind of emotions, or does it even matter really for a coach?
Well, it does. When I did it, they were not happy when I come back. Really upset. I think we're a little different for the Hills, or at least I would hope we are, because, again, it's one of those things you can't blame anybody for doing what's best for their family. Our girls absolutely loved him and his wife, and we're glad to have them back. I wish they'd come play us here every year instead of us going up there, so maybe we can keep having these reunions and get him to come back. But this year I did tell our girls, let's save all the stuff for after the game. Last year I told them to go hug them, go high five them, whatever they needed to do. But this time I was like, hey, let's go sit by them and talk to them after the game, and you'll be in a much better mood if we win. So let's make sure we keep our mind on what we have to do tonight, and then go spend all the time with them you want. Again, sit by them, high five them, whatever you want to do, but let's get a win first.
His team is different than the team you saw last year that had the big post player in Rain Embry. What do you see from it, even though they've only played one game?
Well, they're very similar to us. They spread you out offensively, and they can all drive it. They didn't make very many shots against Owensboro, but at the same time, I'm not sure anybody's going to make shots as fast and quick and as athletic as Owensboro is this time, but very similar to us. Size-wise, very similar. I really like the Wilson girl, number 32, left-handed, plays inside, plays outside, brings it up, really aggressive offensively. And then the Kennedy girl has been a starter for them for a while, and she drives as hard to the basket as anybody we've seen yet this year. So we need to keep her off the foul line, make her hit contested shots. But this is one of those 50-50 games, and I really believe that. And for us to have the kind of year we want to have, we need to win this one at home.
Coach, good luck. Well, more, you're coming up in the locker room show after this.
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
Oh! I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two. But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Oh, stupid controller.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are about to take on the Ohio County Lady Eagles. Now let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First for Ohio County, freshman number 00, Lily Kate Hill. Senior number 10, Cameron Kennedy. Senior number 25, Skylar Gray. Sophomore forward number 30, Ella Decker. And sophomore number 32, Caitlin Wilson. Once more, that lineup is Wilson, Decker, Gray, Kennedy, and Hill. Assistant coaches are Amber Hill and Joyce Gray, and the head coach is Ted Hill. Now the starting lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars with a record of 1-2. Senior guard number 5, Arissa Riggs. Junior guard number 10, Sydney Perkins. Sophomore guard number 11, Sutton Van Meter. Freshman forward number 12, Kennedy Green. And senior guard number 22, Briley Renfro. The assistant coaches are Elena Jones and Brian Jones, and the head coach, Todd Johnston. The play-by-play is next on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Oh boy.
What?
We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Grayson County and Ohio County about ready to get underway. Should be a great matchup here in game one of our doubleheader. The boys teams will match up a little bit later on. The starting lineup for Ohio County is freshman number 00 Lily Kate Hill, senior number 10 Cameron Kennedy, senior number 25 Skylar Gray, sophomore number 30 Ella Decker, and sophomore number 32 Caitlin Wilson. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over to public address announcer Brian Payton to hear the return for Ted Hill.
The head coach for Ohio County is Ted Hill.
And now the starting lineup for Grayson County coming up here.
And now tonight's starters for your Grayson County Lady Cougars, starting at guard, number 10, Sydney Perkins. At guard, number 5, Arissa Riggs. At guard, number 22, Briley Renfro. At guard, number 11, Sutton Van Meter. And at forward, number 12, Kennedy Green. Head coach for Grayson County is Todd Johnston.
Grayson County and Ohio County getting close to getting underway here, which should be a great matchup. Mr. Spirit is here, and that's when you know things are about ready to roll. It's time for basketball in Litchfield between the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Ohio County Lady Eagles. Your officials for tonight's game, Brett Booker, Tony Beard, and Brad Houghton. Once more, that starting lineup for Grayson County. It's Riggs, Perkins, Van Meter, Green, and Renfro. And for Ohio County, it's Hill, Kennedy, Gray, Decker, and Wilson. The opening tip will be Kennedy against Green. And the opening tip is up and controlled by the Lady Eagles of Ohio County. They'll work from left to right on your radio dial, wearing the navy blue jerseys with the white numerals and a white stripe across the outside of the pants leg. And a bounce pass inside is taken away by Van Meter for Grayson County. And here comes the Lady Cougars' first offensive possession of the game as it's inside to Renfro, who takes an extra step at the left block. And an early turnover for Grayson County is going to give the basketball back to the Lady Eagles. Immediately, Grayson County is going to come out with some full court pressure with a 1-2-2 full court zone. Wilson up to the far side of the floor. She'll break the timeline with a bounce pass into the far corner, jump pass into the interior, back to Wilson. She's double teamed, but it's out of bounds off of Grayson County as Wilson was double teamed on the baseline. Renfro had hands on the ball, but she was standing out of bounds, so it'll stay Ohio County basketball from underneath of their own basket. Hill to pass in. She scans once, scans twice, gets it out front now. Kennedy drives in, floats a shot up inside the lane. The shot's good, and that's the first basket of the game for Cameron Kennedy, the senior guard. 8 points and 6 rebounds. And Ohio County season-opening loss to Ohio County as Perkins is trapped in the backcourt, taken away by Ohio County. Shot inside the free throw line. A rainbow shot by Kennedy is no good. Renfro gets the loose ball for Grayson County and finds Van Meter. Ohio County trying to set up Ted Hill's trademark diamond press as Riggs drives down the lane, spins down the right side, flips it up on the right side, and it goes in. Tie game, 2-2, Grayson County and Ohio County, and now Ohio County throws it away. It goes through the hands of Skylar Gray, and the Lady Cougars are going to get the basketball back. Both teams setting up the diamond press. Something that Ted Hill taught when he was the head coach of the Lady Cougars for 2 seasons from 2019 to 2021. Riggs on the right wing. Trying to find help, finds it straight away with the sophomore Van Meter. Van Meter bounce pass to the senior Riggs on the right side. Riggs drives down, looking for help, finds Perkins on the far side of the floor. Perkins drives for our baseline, and she's bumped and fouled on the far side of the floor. It's first foul of the game. Coming to the table is official Brad Houghton, delivered to us, and it is on Skylar Gray, her first. And the team's first. Perkins bounce pass into the far corner to Van Meter, out to the right wing to Riggs. Riggs back over to Perkins. Perkins drives far baseline, floats it up from 5 feet. Shot's no good. Rebounded on the interior by Ohio County, and the Lady Eagles are looking to push. Hill, outlet over to the left wing. Inside now to Wilson. She's double teamed, spins towards the baseline. The shot's no good. Rebounded by Perkins. She has it poked away. Wilson gains it back, and it's outside. Now Renfro gets it away, and it stays in bounds somehow. Ohio County's got it off to the left wing, stepping into the three. It is up and it is an air ball. Wilson tries to save it in bounds. It goes into the hands of Riggs for Grayson. An outlet pass off to Van Meter. Grayson County's got numbers. Van Meter pulls up 18 feet in transition on the right side. Basket good for Sutton Van Meter. Van Meter averaging 3 points and 1.7 rebounds per game. We're going to have a jump ball call in the backcourt. And Grayson County's going to get the basketball. 4-2, 5 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter from Grayson County High School. Sam Gormley here with you on the call on it's a untraditionally warm December Tuesday evening outside, but it's hot inside the Cougar Den at the left block. Outside of the free throw line, Kennedy Green steps into the shot. The bank is open for the freshman Kennedy Green. She banks in the free throw line jumper. And the Lady Cougs are up 6-2, 5.5 to play in the first quarter. Kennedy in the middle. Picks up her dribble. On the far side, it's a bounce pass to Hill. Hill outlets to Wilson. Wilson almost lost it out of bounds. Interior pass. The Lady Cougars defense is swarming every time Ohio County's got the ball. 3, Hill straight away off the back of the iron. Wilson gets the loose ball, loses it, and a reach-in foul from the near side of the floor is going to be called on Riggs. It's her first and the team's first, 6-2. Ohio County trails Grayson County. Hill to pass in from underneath of her own basket. Throws it inside and losing the ball. Trying to find help is Decker. She finds it. Free throw line. Floater is no good by Kennedy. And the rebound's knocked out of bounds by Grayson County. And the Lady Cougars are going to get the basketball back. 6-2, 5:08 left here in the first quarter. It's your coaching matchup. Ted Hill for Ohio County with that record of 159 and 111 overall. He was 33 and 23 in his 2 seasons at the helm of Grayson County. And a foul's going to be called at the half-court line. Cameron Kennedy came in and had a little bit too much contact made from behind on Arissa Riggs. It's her first and the team's second. Ball will stay on the floor. 6-2, Lady Cougs on top. 5:03 left here in our opening quarter. It'll be Van Meter. Interior pass is taken away by Madison Wilson, who's that is Caitlin Wilson. And now there's a ball out of bounds. It's going to roll into the Lady Cougar cheerleaders. 4:54 left here in the opening quarter. 6-2, Grayson County on top. Lily Kate Hill, the daughter of head coach Ted Hill, passes in. Off to Decker. Decker back now to Hill at the left wing. Hill bounce pass inside to Wilson. It's poked away by Renfro, and a late foul is going to be whistled from underneath. And for Renfro, that's her first, team second. Isabel Blanton will come into the game. Last time out, she had herself her best ever game. 17 points, a career high in the win over University Heights on Saturday. That the Lady Cougars scored 70 points, their most points scored in a game since Ted Hill was the coach back in 2020. Inside the lane, the floater, and the shot is good by Ella Decker. That ends the 6-0 Grayson County run. Ohio County tries to get the press set, and a little bit too much contact made on the far side of the floor by Caitlin Wilson. That is her first and the team's third. Riggs passes into the backcourt. Now Ohio County's going to go back into a half-court defense. 2-3 zone. Van Meter splits it. Free throw line. Passes off to Blanton on the left wing, and she takes an extra step. 6-4, 4:28 left here in the first quarter. Here from Grayson County High School, the Lady Cougars on top. This all-time series has been dominated by Ohio County since the history of these. It's 71-23. Ohio County leads. It's an outlet pass down into Decker. She loses it as it's stripped away by Perkins for Grayson County. Perkins hands it off to Van Meter. Van Meter being chased by 2 Lady Eagle defenders, and now an outlet pass is knocked away by Wilson. 71-23 is the all-time series, but Grayson County has won 8 of the last 9, as they had won 8 straight prior to last year's game, which Ohio County won 47-32, the game in Hartford. Off to the right wing, stepping into a 3 by Sydney Perkins. It's long, and a rebound is going to go out of bounds. Nobody ends up getting contact on it as Isabel Blanton was trying to go for it, and in the process ran over Caitlin Wilson. Ohio County passes in, trying to set up the offense. They float it over to Wilson. Wilson angles back here towards the near side, back towards the middle at the free throw line. Bounce pass inside, finding outside now to Hill. 3 straight away, off to the left side. Long rebound chased down by Riggs for Grayson County. Riggs is double teamed. She looks for help, finds it with Perkins, who angles back here towards the near side. Bumped, no whistle. Down here into the near corner. It is to Van Meter. Van Meter gets a screen from Perkins out front to Riggs. Riggs thought about the three. Now she will take it, and she will put it in. Riggs has got 5. Grayson County leads 9-4, 3.5 to play in the first quarter. Into the near corner it is Gray. She's double teamed, loses it into the hands of Perkins. She gains it back after losing it one more time. Grayson County's got the basketball. Riggs right up the middle for the Lady Cougars. She drives down, Euro step to the middle, throws it up, shot's no good. Rebounded by Ohio County. Decker came down with a loose ball. She thought about pushing, slows down, hands it off to Lily Kate Hill. The freshman's going to set up the offense for Grayson County. 1-3-1 zone for Grayson. Pass inside, knocked away by Van Meter, and it's taken away. Here come the Lady Cougars working 2-on-2. Van Meter weaves through, down around the defender, lays it in. Sutton Van Meter has got 4 points in the first quarter, and Grayson County leads 11-4, and a foul away from the basket is going to be called here on Kennedy Green. For Green, that is her first and the team's third. Subs into the game for Grayson County. Ella Narvaez, Bree Jones, and Briley Renfro all come in. For Ohio County, you have Brooklyn Rhodes and Celeste Djokovic. Over to the far side, spinning around the defender is Caitlin Wilson. She crosses it into the near side, getting around the defender. Shot's good by Rhodes. She gets her first basket of the game. It's 11-6, Grayson County. 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Perkins weaves through, gets around two Lady Eagle defenders. Now finds Blankson on the far side. Blankson from 10 feet to the free throw line to Renfro. Renfro dumps it off to Narvaez on the left side. The shot's in and out. And it's rebounded by Cameron Kennedy for Ohio County. Kennedy looking to push up the far side of the floor. Free throw line pass out to the right wing. Stepping into the three. It's off to the right and no good by Rhodes. Rebound tapped out into the hands of Narvaez. And it's off to the 7th grader Bree Jones. Jones at the right elbow. Passes off to Blanton. 3 up and in, out and in. Isabel Blanton puts in the 3. It's the first 3 of the game for her. Lady Cougars on top 14-6. 1:54 left here in the first quarter. Now ball is stripped at the half-court line, and it is going to be over and back. Ball's headed back to Grayson County. Arissa Riggs back into the game for the Lady Cougars. Skylar Gray also re-enters for Ohio County. Sydney Perkins will take a seat for the Lady Cougars as they have the ball. Into the right wing to Riggs. Riggs back to Blankson. Blankson back to Riggs. 3 far side off the back of the iron. No good. Narvaez gets the rebound, but she runs out of real estate and steps out of bounds. Really nice rebound by Ella Narvaez. And she just went up against, as I always say, the defender that's undefeated, and that is the baseline. Caitlin Wilson will take a seat. As into the game will be Lainey Seegers. She's got 2 points on the season. Did not play at all last year. Bounce pass in is kicked by Narvaez. And we'll try it one more time. 14-6, Grayson County on top. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Pass into the middle. Jones got her hand in on it. It's back, though, to Ohio County. Lady Eagles got to do it. Jones gets her hand on another one. It's saved in bounds for Ohio County. They pass it, break the timeline just ahead of the 10-second clock by Rhodes. Rhodes now loses it out of bounds, but it's off of Renfro. They quickly double-teamed her right in front of the Grayson County bench. I'll tell you what, Grayson County's defense, this is the best I've seen it in a while. And I'm saying, like, last season, season before maybe even. Kennedy passes in just ahead of the 5-second count. It's on the far baseline, Gray, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Lady Cougars. Ted Hill, the head coach for Ohio County, looks at his wife and assistant coach, Amber Hill. Amber was the JV head coach and also one of the middle school head coaches for the Lady Cougars when Ted Hill was the head coach. 3 straight away is left short by Rhodes. Long rebound chased down by Jones. Jones angles back towards the middle. She loses it into the hands, though, of Renfro for Grayson. Passes down into the near corner to Blankson. Blankson off to Jones. Left wing 3 is short. The rebound is out of bounds off of Grayson County, and it's going to head towards Ohio County basketball. 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. 14-8 Grayson County on top of Ohio County. Passing in, Cameron Kennedy. Into Rhodes. Rhodes immediately picked her dribble up, gives it back now to Kennedy. Kennedy quickly double-teamed. Narvaez chasing her. She gets up the floor. Kennedy's got to break the timeline. She does, but it's a pass that's thrown away. Out of the reach of Seegers. Van Meter and Perkins re-enter for Grayson County. Ella Decker re-enters for Ohio County. Bree Jones takes a seat. A light tap on the head by Todd Johnston. Jones was really getting her hand in on passes. At the logo, Van Meter. 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Van Meter backs it off to the left wing. Nice defense by Ohio County, who's now shifted into a man-to-man defense. Van Meter picks up her dribble at the left wing, trying to find help as she's double-teamed. She throws it away, and it's going to be picked up and taken away by Kennedy. Kennedy down the left side, and is fouled by Riggs, and 2 shots will come for Cameron Kennedy. Riggs will pick up the foul. It's her second and the team's 4th. And the free throw by Kennedy, the first one is no good. Cameron Kennedy last season 60.2% from the free throw line. She had 8 points and 6 rebounds in their loss to Owensboro first game of the season. Second free throw is good by Cameron Kennedy. Bree Jones re-enters for Grayson County. And Lily Kate Hill will re-enter for Ohio County. 14-7, Grayson County on top. 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. Narvaez passes towards the middle. It's knocked and taken away by Ohio County. Decker drives in, and that'll be an offensive foul on Decker. Sutton Van Meter takes the charge. She runs right over, and Decker picks up the foul. Her first, team's 4th. Kennedy Green re-enters. Ella Narvaez will take a seat. Caitlin Wilson comes into the game for Ohio County. And taking a seat was Decker. Caitlin Wilson is the transfer from Whitesville Trinity. If you're wondering why that name might sound familiar. Into the middle, off the hands of Jones, and Blanton runs it back down, but it's wrapped up, and we're going to have a jump ball called. And possession's going to stay with Ohio County. Some turnovers here late in this quarter after what has really been the first 7 minutes of this quarter were just about as good as it could have gone for Grayson. Into the game for the Lady Eagles will be Cameron Kennedy. She will re-enter. Coming out will be Lainey Seegers. See if Ted Hill will hold for the final shot with 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hill straight away. Grayson County with a man-to-man defense to Kennedy on the right side, guarded by Jones with 14. Kennedy drives in, gives it back down. 18-foot jumper near side, no good by Rhodes. Grayson County's got 8 seconds to move. Jones, an outlet pass down to Green, wide open on the right block. Green goes up and is blocked by Kennedy with 3 seconds. Green waited just a little bit too long to get that shot off, and it gave Kennedy the time to recover. 3 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's 14-7. Grayson County on top. 3 seconds left here in the first quarter play. Bounce pass into Blanton. Bang! It is good on the left side. Blanton put it in off the beautiful inbounds play, and Grayson County leads at the end of the first half, first quarter, 16-7. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their Feel Better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your Feel Better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Grayson County on top of Ohio County 16-7 as we start quarter number 2. Lady Cougars really spreading out the scoring. 4 players scored in the first quarter. Riggs and Blanton each had 5. A beautiful play design there on the last play of the game. As it is Van Meter who loses the ball, and it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. Ted Hill tried to sell it and say that it was off of Grayson County, but it was not. It's getting the hand in there was Corey Milam, who's into the game here for Grayson County. Milam is a transfer from Grayson County. In fact, she played for Ted Hill when when Hill was the head coach here. Van Meter is trapped in the backcourt, and she throws it away, and it'll go all the way through. And it's going to go all the way through, and it's going to head towards Ohio County basketball. Some turnovers adding up here for the Lady Cougars. They haven't been able to figure out Ohio County's defense right now. Trapped in the backcourt, reaching in, and a jump ball is going to be called, and that's going to give Ohio County the basketball. As Grayson did a nice job setting up the double team on Kennedy. Give it into Hill. Hill across the timeline on the near side of the logo. Passes off to the right wing to Kennedy. Kennedy guarded by Perkins. Kennedy drives in, jumps it off inside. Green gets her hand in on it and takes it away. The interior defense from Grayson County getting their hand in on passing lanes has been very good. Jones splits defender straight away. Free throw line extended jumper is way high off the top of the backboard, and we're going to have a jump ball on the rebound as Green and Milam were fighting over it. And Grayson County is going to keep the basketball because of a jump ball. Emerson Gray enters for Ohio County in place of Kennedy. Van Meter's got to get it in. She gives it to the right elbow to Green, who drives in, flips it up, loses it on the way up, and it's going to head towards Ohio County basketball. Ohio County's got it over to the far side to Gray. Emerson Gray's got it on the left wing now. Grayson County now going back to his zone defense. They've kind of switched between man and zone. Actually, no, it is man. Kind of going back and forth between possessions as Lily Kate Hill at the right elbow picks it off, gives it off into the middle to Decker. Decker fires one down to Wilson, who spins towards the baseline. The shot is no good, but she is going to be fouled by Perkins. It's just her first. And the team's fifth. To the line will be Caitlin Wilson. Last season at Whitesville Trinity, she was 8 of 10 from the free throw line. And the first free throw is good for the sophomore. Riggs re-enters. Jones will take a seat. Second free throw is good. Making them both is Caitlin Wilson at 16-9, 6:47 left here in the second quarter. Into the middle comes Van Meter, weaving down here and towards the near side. She'll break the timeline. In between the circles, zone defense. She tried to split it, and it's knocked and taken away by the Lady Eagles. It's off to Gray. Gray's outlet to Hill on the near side. Hill will go back towards the middle with a bounce pass to the left side to Milam. Milam out front to Hill. Hill guarded by Blanton, and a foul is going to be called on Isabel Blanton. For Blanton, that'll be her first and the team's sixth. Wilson to pass in from right in front of the scorer's table. Passing down into the left side, and we're going to have a foul called on the floor. It's going to be one in the bonus now, as Blanton's going to pick up another foul. It's her second, team seventh. And shooting one in the bonus now will be Ella Decker. In fact, Brian Jones is telling the official exactly what I saw. Is we're going to have one in the bonus, and if she makes this, I'll explain what it was that I saw. And the free throw is no good. Rebound on the floor is knocked out, and it's picked up by Decker. Loose ball. She rolls around with it, and we're going to have a jump ball. Ohio County is going to keep the ball because of it. But what had happened is the player that passed in the ball last time, I think it was Wilson, when she passed in, she moved her feet a little bit. She took about a step and a half to the right, which is a travel. You're only allowed to move if you're on the baseline off of a made shot. Ohio County's got the ball. I was thinking I was going crazy, but Brian Jones, one of the assistants, was telling the official exactly what I saw. It happened right in front of both of us. Into the near corner. Passes into Wilson, who spins, dumps it off, left side layup, good. Decker makes the shot. She's got 4 points, and just like that, the lead is now 5 at 16-11, 5:45 left here in the second quarter. Renfro weaves through, spins around straight away at the free throw line. She passes off to the far side to Green. Green bounce pass outside to Van Meter, who finds off to Perkins. Left wing three is way off to the right, and the rebound chased down, tapped off by Van Meter into the hands of Milam, who is fouled from behind by Van Meter. For Sutton, that'll be her first, team's 8th, and Corey Milam will get her chance to go to the free throw line. Milam, the transfer from Grayson County, she also played soccer for the Lady Cougars. Her older sister was a good soccer player as well for Grayson County. Milam stares down the rim. She'll shoot one in the bonus, and the first one's good. Of course, Milam is also cousins with Edmondson County point guard and former Grayson County player Annie Kuiper. Annie Kuiper will be making the trip to the Cougar Den on Friday. Milam makes both free throws there. It is 16-13, 5:32 left here in the second quarter. And she will take a seat. 5:32 left here in the second quarter. Perkins trapped in the far side. Timeout taken by Todd Johnston. 5:29 to play here in the second quarter. It's 16-13, Lady Cougars on top. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Remember. Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Grayson County on top of Ohio County 16-13. As we are in the second quarter of play here from Grayson County High School. Game 2 will follow this one. Probably looking at about 7:40, 7:45 for the start time of that game. As a reminder, this game is being live streamed via K105 Digital Productions. The best way to watch it is the K105 YouTube page. And make sure when you go to the YouTube page, you hit that big red subscribe button. That's a really good way for you to make sure that you don't miss any of the action all season long. The streams will be on there, and you get notified when we go live. So make sure that you do not miss any of the action. Hit that red subscribe button. If you've ever appreciated watching one of our broadcasts, we would really appreciate you doing that. Out of the timeout, Renfro to pass in. Gives it in to Van Meter, who curls back here towards the near side. She's immediately being driven backwards, passes into the middle to Renfro. Lady Cougars got to break the timeline. Renfro does. Renfro loses her dribble as she crosses the half-court line, though, and it's taken away by Rhodes. Rhodes up the far side of the floor, picks it up at the left wing, and hands it off now to Gray. Gray drives far baseline, tries to get it inside to Decker. Decker floats it into the near corner to Kennedy. Kennedy drives in, an off-balance floater inside the lane's no good. Rebound tapped out into the hands of Gray. Gray is reached in and taken away here by Grayson County. Renfro's got it. She angles back here towards the middle, loses the ball, and a foul is going to be called on Ohio County. It's called on Emerson Gray. Her first, team's 5th. Ted Hill didn't like that call. 16-13, Grayson County on top. 4 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the second quarter. Lady Cougars still haven't scored in this quarter. It's passed into the near corner to Van Meter. Van Meter bounce pass outside now to Jones. Right wing three is in and out. And it's rebounded by the Lady Eagles. It's down here to the near side to Emerson Gray. Emerson Gray is double teamed in the backcourt, and a walk is going to be called during the double team. 4 minutes and 37 seconds to play in the second quarter. Grayson County is going to get the basketball back. Bree Jones passes to Van Meter. Back now to Jones. Jones immediately double teamed at the logo. Gets around the double team to the free throw line to Riggs. Riggs drives in looking for help. Finds Perkins wide open. Near side three is just a little bit too long. Kennedy gets the rebound for Ohio County. That was great ball movement. I mean, anytime you get Sydney Perkins a shot that wide open, I mean, that's exactly what Todd Johnson wants for his best three-point shooter. Hill straight away. Off to the right side to Decker. Decker guarded by Green. It's a handoff. Out front now to Hill. Hill inside now. Shot is up and no good by Rhodes. Rebounded by Riggs on the floor for Grayson County. This game's getting a little bit more physical. as Riggs weaves through. Riggs off to the far side. Perkins going to get another chance at a wide open three. That one doesn't fall either. It touched every part of the rim but the inside. And the ball's going to go out of bounds off of Grayson County is the call. Lady Cougar fans on the far side didn't like it. We couldn't see from our vantage point. Caitlin Wilson will re-enter for Ohio County, as will Seegers. 3:38 left here in the first half of play. It's 16-13 Grayson County. Up by 3 on Ohio County. Pass off to the far side. Jones gets her hand in on it and takes it away. Off to the left wing. Transition 3. Van Meter is short. Rebounded on the floor by Decker, who throws it away into the hands of Riggs. Riggs bounce pass to Van Meter. Van Meter on the near side floats it towards the middle. The bank not open on the right-handed floater by Van Meter. And it's rebounded by Ohio County's Decker. Decker straight away. Grayson County going back to the man-to-man defense. Into the near corner comes Kennedy. Swings it off to the left wing to Wilson, who stepped back. Straight away 3. No good. Rebound out of bounds off of Grayson County, and it's going to stay Ohio County basketball. Lady Cougars still looking for their first points of the second quarter of play. And we have a timeout on the floor taken by Ted Hill. And it is going to be a full timeout taken by Ted Hill with 2 minutes and 59 seconds left here in the second quarter of play. Your score is 16-13. We'll try to see if we can't find a score update or two to bring you from around the region. Girls basketball at the half. Franklin Simpson leads South Royan 17-12. A final score. Breckenridge County in girls basketball defeats Cloverport tonight 59-5. And we'll try to see if there aren't any other scores to bring you as I scroll through, but pretty much that seems like most of the main score updates. Here's another one to bring you. In girls basketball, Edmondson County leads Warren Central 24-14 halfway through the second quarter. Of course, Grayson County, that won't be the next opponent for the Lady Cougars. The Lady Cougars will host Washington County on Thursday. But Edmondson County will be coming here on Friday for a matchup here from the Cougar Den. And obviously, anytime it is Grayson County and Edmondson County, you know you are in for a treat. As a reminder, Game 2 of our doubleheader will follow this one. You'll be able to watch it via K105 Digital Productions or listen to it right here on K105. If you're listening on K105, you won't have to do anything. You'll just be able to sit back and enjoy the broadcast. If you're listening on K105 Digital Productions and watching via that, it's out front off the inbounds pass. It is short to Kennedy. She gets the rebound back, puts it up off the left side. The basket is good for Cameron Kennedy. And just like that, it is a one-point game at 16-15. Passes off to Perkins on the right wing. Perkins drives far baseline, kicks it into the near corner to Blainton. Does a ball fake, gets it out front now to Van Meter. But if you're watching with us, this broadcast will end and there'll be another one that will start. Jones in between the circles, drives down, floats it up on the right side, too hard on the layup, rebounded by Kennedy for Ohio County. As Kennedy breaks the timeline with a pass off to the left wing. Out front now to Decker, who loses it, gains in, steps into the 3. It is short, but the rebound goes into the hands of Wilson. Wilson feeds Decker, who spins down the lane, gives it off, hand off to Kennedy, who lays it in, and Ohio County has their first lead since they led 2-0. 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Jones almost lost the ball, gains it back, finds Riggs on the far side. Riggs down the right lane, goes up with a shot. She is good, and she's fouled. Riggs will go to the line, giving Grayson County the lead back. She'll try to add to it. It's called on Seegers, her first team's 6. It's the first points of this second quarter of play for Grayson County. Riggs to the line. She's been much better this year, and she makes that first free throw. Last year was just over 50% from the free throw line, and I know she'd probably be the first person to tell you that she's a better free throw shooter than that. Now she gets almost a steal on the inbounds pass, but Wilson was able to gain it back down after the deflection by Riggs. And a illegal screen is going to be called on Kennedy now straight away. For Kennedy, that is her second, team 7th. That is a player control foul, so no free throws will be coming. Although free throws will come for the remainder of this half for both teams. 1:39 left here in the second quarter. 19-17, Grayson County is on top by a deuce. Jones crosses it to the near side to Van Meter, firing it into the middle to Riggs. Riggs crosses it into the near side to Blanton. Blanton thought about the three, gives it to the left wing to Van Meter. Van Meter back to Blanton, who has started to move, and because of that, it's off her hip and taken away by Ohio County, but Riggs gets her hand on the passing lane, and it is going to be taken away here by... It's going to stay with Ohio County. (19-17), 70 seconds left here in the quarter. Bounce pass back to Gray. Gray drives into Wilson. Wilson dumps it off to Decker, who misses the layup inside. Rebounded by Blanton for Grayson County, who first looked to push, looked up and realized she was going to be going 1-on-4, so smartly holds up and finds the guard, Van Meter. Van Meter gets, at first I thought she was going to get away with a carry on the left wing, but she did not. 52.6 seconds left here in the second quarter. It is 19-17, Grayson County on top by 2. Gray's got to get it in. Gives it into the backcourt. Now back to Gray. 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Gray breaks the timeline, being chased by Jones. Pass inside, knocked away by Grayson. Goes back into the hands, though, of Ohio County. Wilson drives down the left lane, floats up a wild shot. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound called on Ohio County. It's called on Ella Decker, I believe. And for Decker, that'll be her second, team's 9th. 1-and-1 will come. I believe it's Isabel Blanton. We'll see if that's the case. Renfro and Green enter for Grayson. Riggs and Jones come out for the Lady Cougars. It will be the sophomore Isabel Blanton, who's coming off of a career high. 17 points in her last game. Takes one dribble, spins it in her hand. She will be shooting one in the bonus, and the first one's good. Tell you what, we might even need to check and see if that ball even hit the net. That was perfect from Isabel Blanton. Ted Hill, I remember him telling me a couple of years ago, when Isabel Blanton made her debut, he described her as in the oven. It's a player that's just, in a couple of years, she's going to be really good, and you're starting to see signs of her coming out of the oven, quote unquote. She makes both free throws. It's 21-17. Ohio County's got it on the far side. Wilson got away with a push-off, and Ohio County is going to break the timeline. Over to the far side. Nice defense by Grayson County. A deep left wing three by Wilson's no good. Rebounded by Van Meter, who has it ripped and taken away by Decker onto the right side. The shot is good by Rhodes. It's just ripped away. You've got 15 seconds left here in the second quarter. Van Meter up the near side of the floor. Angles back here towards the near side. Gets around the defender. Flips it up. Left side. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Rhodes, who speeds up. An outlet pass down to Wilson on the left side. The basket's no good. Rebounded by Perkins with 2 seconds, and she is fouled with 2.1 on the clock after it being a 2-point game. And that is the last thing Ted Hill wanted, because does that put him in the double bonus? No, that's just 9. The foul was called on Rhodes, her first. It is the team's 9th. Perkins will go to the line to shoot 1 and the bonus. She is yet to score in this game, coming off of her career high last time out. Seegers re-enters for the Eagles. She'll be shooting 1 in the bonus for Sydney Perkins. Free throw is short. Rebounded inside by Green. Puts it up at the buzzer. Good! Kennedy Green puts the shot in at the gun. Perkins misses it, but Green follows and gets the basket. I'm sure Sydney Perkins will say, I was just passing to Kennedy Green the entire time. At the half, Grayson County on top of Ohio County, 23-19. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
Oh!
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Kennedy Green hits the shot at the buzzer, and Grayson County is on top of Ohio County 23-19 as we are at the half. Coming up on our halftime show, run down the scores from around the region, the scoring from this game and more. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it's the Lady Cougars on top, 23-19 at the half. Try to see if we can't run down a quick score or two from around the region. As we mentioned, Breckenridge County with a big win over Cloverport tonight in their district opener. LaRue County is beating somebody 19-9 at the end of the first quarter. It's always nice when you don't tell me who you're playing. As I mentioned, Edmonson County up by 10 halfway through the second quarter against Warren Central, 24-14. Franklin Simpson is up at the half over South Warren in girls basketball. Grayson County on top, 23-19 at the half. We'll come back. Have more after this. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutVaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars lead the Lady Eagles of Ohio County at the half. Try to see if we can't run down some scoring from this game. First for the Lady Eagles of Ohio County, Cameron Kennedy leads the way. She's got 7 points, 4 each for Brooklyn Rhodes and Ella Decker, 2 each for Corey Milam and Caitlin Wilson. For Grayson County, it is Arissa Riggs who leads the way with 8 points, 7 from Isabel Blanton, 4 each from Sutton Van Meter and from Kennedy Green. I mean, you look at this, that Grayson County is up by 4 and Sydney Perkins hasn't scored. And I'm sure that if I told Todd Johnson that, he'll say, you know what, I think I can take that. Up 4 at the half against a good Ohio County team. You're playing against your old coach. And I think he's got to feel pretty decent about the performance there in the first half of play. As a reminder, this is a doubleheader. Game 2 will follow this game, and it's going to be the Cougar boys taking on the Ohio County Eagles. Third region media poll that was released earlier today, Ohio County ranked 3rd, Grayson County ranked 9th. So in a lot of ways you can say that Grayson County is the underdog here in this game, and it's a huge opportunity for the Cougars early on in this game to try and see where they really are in this season. You're playing them at home. What are you going to do about it? You got to find a way to try and pick up and win this game for the Cougars tonight. See if the Lady Cougars can and pick up a doubleheader sweep, something that it's been a little bit, because I don't think we had a single doubleheader. In fact, we did not have a single doubleheader sweep last year. We'd have to go back probably, it's been a while since the last time that we picked up a doubleheader sweep, so maybe it can happen tonight. Score 23-19, Grayson County on top at the half. Come back, second half's next here on K105.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
It's the Lady Cougars of Grayson on top of the Lady Eagles of Ohio County, 23-19. We get ready to start half number 2 from action here, and it's going to be a good second half. It's going to be a good second half here. These are two pretty evenly matched teams. Grayson County dominated the first quarter of play. Ohio County, for the most part, dominated the second quarter. It's exactly what you want if you're watching some good high school basketball here at the Cougar Den. It'll be Grayson County to start with the basketball here in half number 2. They'll be working from left to right on your radio dial now. Ohio County obviously will be working from right to left to start the second half of play for Grayson. Riggs, Van Meter, Renfro, Perkins, and Greens. They will go back to the starting lineup, and Ohio County will do the same as well. That's Hill, Kennedy, Gray, Wilson, and Decker. Riggs has the ball on the right wing. Handoff pass to Van Meter in between the circles. 23-19 is the halftime score for Grayson. Riggs had 8 points to lead all scorers in that first half of play. Bounce pass to Renfro. Renfro drives in, flips it up right side. Layups left short. Rebounded by Hill. Renfro steals it right back. Renfro goes up with a shot, loses it, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Ohio County. And Briley Renfro slow to get up after the play as she took a hard fall. And let's hope that Briley is okay as she's down on the floor. 7 minutes and 31 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. We'll take a quick timeout. Grayson County up by 4. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Briley Renfro power and kind of jogged to the bench. In fact, she's not even going to go to the training table. Trainer Scott Ballman's going to sit there next to her and chat with her, make sure she's okay. Isabel Blanton came in place of her. It's 23-19, Grayson County on top. 7.5 to play here in the third quarter. Out front to Green. Green off to the left wing to Blanton. Man-to-man defense for Ohio County. Perkins swings in, blocked inside by Decker for Ohio County, and here comes Wilson. Wilson angles back towards the far side as she speeds up down the lane. Finds it. Riggs gets her hand on the pass back outside to Hill. Hill swings it off to the left wing to Gray. Gray into the corner to Kennedy. Kennedy out front to Hill. Hill guarded by Riggs. With the right hand, the freshman will back it off now to the right wing. She's trying to find help, but nice defense by Van Meter, and now the pass almost thrown away. Wilson's there to clean it up on the right side. Caitlin Wilson gets her first shot from the field. She's got 4 for the game, and it's 23-21, 6:50 to play in the third quarter. Riggs gets it into Blanton. Blanton up to the near side to Perkins. Perkins then weaves and throws it away. It's taken away by Hill. Hill pulls up 18 feet left side, in and out. Rebounded by Perkins for Grayson County. Perkins back into the middle to Riggs. Riggs up the far side of the floor, an outlet to the left wing to Blanton. Blanton bounce pass inside to Green. Green goes up with a shot, no whistle, and it goes out of bounds. I think she thought she was fouled. The official underneath, Brad Houghton, disagreed. 6:26 left here in the third quarter. It's 23-21, Grayson County. And weird play there. Grayson County's going to end up stealing the ball on the inbounds as it went into Lily Kate Hill, and she fell down with it. And I think Grayson's going to end up getting the ball, and a foul is going to be called on Caitlin Wilson. That is her second and the team's first. That was a weird play. Wilson's going to take a seat with those 2 fouls. Van Meter comes back into the game or to pass into the near corner to Perkins. Perkins outside to Green. Green off to the left wing to Riggs. Riggs fires down to the left block to Perkins, who's bumped and fouled underneath. Foul's going to be called on Rhodes. It's her second and the team's second. 23-21, 6:17 to play in the third quarter. Van Meter got to get it in. Throws it away. Riggs does not get there in time. Not a good pass by Van Meter. And Riggs wasn't able to get there to go and grab it. Ohio County is going to get the ball after Grayson County had a couple of opportunities on that possession. All right, now another throwaway. This time Grayson gets the steal. Riggs drives in. Floater inside the lane is short. Rebounded on the inside is a fight for the loose ball. We're going to have a jump ball, and that is going to send possession towards Ohio County. 6:09 left here in the third quarter. Grayson County on top 23-21. Almost another pass was knocked away. It's finally Decker down the near side. She goes up, and she's fouled on the drive. I believe on Riggs is who the foul's going to be called on. That is her third, team's first of the second half. And free throws will now come for Ella Decker. Decker last year was a 29.7% free throw shooter. It's not great. Let's see if the sophomore has improved that on this young season. First free throw is short. She is 0 of 2 in this game now. Second free throw for Decker is good. Nothing but net. It's a 1 point. Grayson County lead at 23-22. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Riggs crosses it into the near side to Blanton. Blanton picks it off to the right wing to Perkins. Perkins drives down the right lane, goes up, right side, rolls in for Perkins. She gets the shooter's roll. Ohio County immediately looking to push as Hill carries it over to the far side of the floor. It's to Rhodes. Rhodes crosses it to Kennedy. Kennedy guarded by Blanton, outside to Hill. Hill picked up by Riggs. Hill picks it up, throws it up inside. Rhodes had it at first, but it's taken away by Green, who loses it. Rhodes has it on the baseline. It's outside to Hill. Hill off to Kennedy. Kennedy drives in, loses it, dumps it off. Right side basket, good by Decker. Inside Grayson County with another throwaway, and at this time it's knocked out of bounds on the interior by Grayson County, I believe. We didn't have a visual signal, it was a verbal signal, so I can't tell. Blanton got her hand in on it and knocked it out of bounds. It is going to stay Ohio County basketball. Bree Jones coming into the game, as will Ella Narvaez. Isabel Blanton and Kennedy Green will come out. Hill to pass in. She scans once, scans twice, scans a third time, and gets it out front to Kennedy. Off to the right wing, they leave Decker all alone from three, and it's way short. Rebounded, though, inside by Ohio County. Inside to Decker. Decker goes up. She's fouled. She'll be able to go to the free throw line to try and give Ohio County the lead. It's called on Ella Narvaez, her first. It's her first and the team's second. Biella Decker back to the line. She will shoot two. First one is short. This game doesn't have much rhythm. Second one, in and in. That one spun around the outside. We're all knotted up at 25, 5:09 to play in the third quarter. Now another throwaway for Grayson County on the inbounds. It's off the hand of Riggs. And the turnovers are adding up here majorly for Grayson County. Caitlin Wilson and Emerson Gray re-enter for the Lady Eagles, as will Corey Milam. Todd Johnston is switching up the defense. See if it goes back to the zone. Appears that it is just man-to-man right now. And almost losing it straight away was Milam. She finds Wilson at the left wing. Wilson's bounce pass inside to Decker. Decker bounces it outside, now swinging it over to the far side. Kennedy drives in, back now to Gray. Gray inside the free throw line, got away with a walk. Down to the right block to Decker. Decker into Kennedy, throws up a wild shot. And did they call an offensive foul? Offensive foul, or is the basket good? No, the basket's good, says the official Tony Beard. Ella Narvaez picks up the foul. That is her second, team's third. And to the line is Cameron Kennedy. She'll try to convert on the N1, and she does. Ohio County's got the three-point lead, 28-25. 4 minutes and 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Eagles have outscored Grayson County 9-2 in this quarter. Van Meter's got to get it in. Gives it into Jones. Jones is trapped, and it's knocked and taken away again. Bounces off the head of Riggs. She gains it back, bouncing around, and it's taken away by Perkins, who has a fast break opportunities. Perkins down, layup no good. Narvaez gets the rebound, gives it outside to Jones. 10-foot jumper, far side, good. Bree Jones knocks in the shot. Todd Johnston wants the timeouts. It's a one-point game, 28-27, 4 minutes and 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. He is not happy with his team right now because, I mean, right now the press break offense for Grayson has not been good. I think that's a nice way to put it. It's not been great. And I think you're seeing some of that frustration right now of just turnovers that, I mean, yes, you tip your cap to Ohio County and playing good defense, but at the same time, you're shooting yourself in the foot, and because of that, your lead that at one time was 9 points is now a 1-point deficit. Out of the timeout, Ohio County will have the basketball. It'll be Kennedy to push in, and now Grayson can set up their full-court defense, which Ohio County has also struggled with. Their press break works this time as they give it off to the right side, crossing it inside now. Shot on the left block, no good by Rhodes. Rebounded on the inside by Van Meter, but her foot was on the baseline, and possession is going to head towards Grayson County, or rather towards Ohio County. 4:23 in the third quarter. Giving it out front. Now off to Wilson. Ball fake. Picks it up at the free throw line. Crosses it inside. Narvaez had the steal at first, and it's going to roll out of bounds off of Ohio County. And Grayson County is going to get the basketball. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. It is 28-27. Grayson County trails by 1. Riggs up the near side of the floor. She's by Kennedy. Kennedy stuck her hip out. Van Meter tried to go around it, and because of that, it's a foul on Kennedy. It's her third, team's third. 4:08 left here in quarter number 3. It's 28-27. Looks like we got some sweat on the floor. Larissa Riggs going to go down and tidy it up. .408 left here in the third quarter. Grayson County trails by 1, 28-27. Van Meter breaks the timeline across the far side. Loses the ball. Another turnover for Grayson into the hands of Wilson, who throws it down to Gray, laying up right side. Good. Emerson Gray gets the basket. Almost Wilson threw it away, but Gray sped up to go and grab it. Jones tried to backdoor pass, falling down with it, and it spins around. Riggs ends up having it. She throws it across the baseline to Van Meter. Van Meter breaks the timeline right at the logo. Grayson County's got numbers. Van Meter floater inside the free throw line off the bank is not there. Long rebound chased down in the far side, and a injured Ohio County player, and they blew the whistle. She was down, but there was no possession of the ball. As Corey Milam, I believe, is the injured player for Grayson. I hope she's okay. Briley Renfro re-enters for Grayson, as does Isabel Blanton. It is Corey Milam down for Ohio County on the play. It was interesting that neither team had possession of the ball when they blew it dead. Luckily, Corey is walking off on her own power. Of course, Corey is the former Grayson County Lady Cougar product. 3:36 left in the third quarter. It's 30-27, Ohio County on top. It will be Lady Eagle basketball. Kennedy straight away, guarded by Jones. Kennedy drives in, dumps it off inside, bouncing around, finally recovering on the inside and putting it in is Rhodes. Renfro breaks the timeline across the near side. Might have gotten away with a push-off, knocked away and taken away by Ohio County. Down the near side goes Gray, layup good, and a light foul is going to be called on Blanton, and this game has gone from bad to worse for Grayson here. Blanton picks up the foul. It's her third, team's fourth. Emerson Gray to try and convert on the and one. And it is good. Ohio County has their largest lead of the game now at 8, 35-27. Renfro trapped in the backcourt. She picks up her dribble, and Todd Johnston wants a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, 35-27, 3:09 left here in the third quarter. We are going to take the timeout with it. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money, so...
if you guys want me. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog. He's a fake.
I am McGruff, the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Lady Cougars trail 35-27. The 7-0 Ohio County run. With 3:09 left here in the third quarter, Todd Johnson takes his 4th timeout. He's only got 1 remaining. The press break offense for Grayson County has not been good in this basketball game. It's been good defense for Ohio County as well, as Riggs has got to get it in. She throws it in, and Blanton's going to be shoved from behind by Rhodes. That's her 3rd, team's 4th. Ella Decker re-enters in place of Rhodes. B. Van Meter to pass in for Grayson. She spins it in her right hand. Bounce pass into Renfro. Renfro is double teamed. She tries to split it, keeps her dribble going, and now we're going to have a wrap-up. I guess they're going to call a foul on Ohio County in this case. They are. Foul's called on Emerson Gray. Her 2nd, team's 5th. Ted Hill doesn't like the call. He's letting Brett Booker, the official, have it now on the sideline. Van Meter passes into Perkins. Perkins dribbles towards the baseline, and she's going to be bumped and fouled out of bounds by Wilson. It's her 3rd, team 6th. A lot of fouls here in this game. Now, Ted Hill might have had a case on that first foul. That one he did not. That was definitely a foul on Wilson. Give it into Perkins. Perkins angles back towards the middle, and another foul is going to be called on Wilson. For Wilson, that is going to be her 4th, and that's team 7th. That's going to be free throws for Grayson. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Brooklyn Rhodes re-enters for Ohio County in place of Wilson. Perkins will shoot 1 in the bonus. She's 0 of 1 on free throws in this game. She's only got 2 points in the contest. First one's good. She will get a second. The shot is up, and it is no good. Long rebound is taken. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Van Meter. Van Meter got a clean steal of Kennedy. And that's her 2nd and the team's 5th. And now Ted Hill wants a timeout with 2:59 to play in the third quarter. It's 35-28. Grayson County trails. And I'll tell you what, I think we all need to take a deep breath. This third quarter has been one long one. There's no doubt about that. See if we can't find a score or two to bring you. North Hardin is the team who was playing Ohio County. They were on top 30-26 on the half against LaRue County. And girls basketball just about to get underway is Davis County and Hancock County. We'll bring you some updates of that one at the end of the third quarter. In girls basketball, South Warren on top of Franklin Simpson, 25-22. Central Hardin on top of John Hardin at the end of the first quarter, 27-16. And that appears most of the score updates that we have to bring you. Again, the score is Ohio County 35, Grayson County 28. Ohio County will break the timeline with a pass, firing one inside and knocked away. Perkins had it, but lost it out of bounds. So they tried to get it inside to Rhodes. She wasn't able to corral it. Got a pass in, scanning once, scanning twice, and they throw it out front. Inside, behind the back, dribble by Decker. It's taken away by Perkins, who loses it herself. Passing down to the right block. The shot's no good. Riggs gets the rebound for Grayson. Riggs is triple teamed in the backcourt. She throws it to Renfro. Grayson County's working 3-on-1. Down to the right block to Perkins, and she's blocked out of bounds. Really nice recovery by Emerson Gray. I think Perkins was waiting for the foul, but it was all ball. And thankfully, it didn't take out our camera operator, Trey Cook, down there, because that one, it's his first time down there by himself and about hit him right in the face. Van Meter passes into Riggs, who spins around down the right side, flips it up. Shot's no good, but she's fouled, and free throws will come. It's called on Emerson Gray. That is her 3rd, team's 8th. Riggs to the line to shoot 2. We're going to have subs into the game at the next stoppage here. Depending on, it doesn't matter if Riggs makes it or not. Subs will come in, and she makes it. Lily Kate Hill re-enters for Ohio County. Kennedy Green and Bree Jones re-enters for Grayson County. Second free throw by Riggs is good. She makes them both. 35-30. Grayson County trails Ohio County. 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. Up across the far side. Blanton gets the steal but steps out of bounds. Grayson's had a couple of those that the ball has just gone out of bounds. It was a good call by Tony Beard, the official. He's right there on top of it. Ohio to try and pass it in one more time. Nice defense by Blanton on the inbounds. Give it into the backcourt to Gray. Gray back to Hill. Hill guarded by Van Meter. Hill breaks the timeline, angles back here towards the near side to set it up in between the circles. Bounce pass to the right side to Kennedy. Kennedy's going to back it off now to the GC logo. Speeds it up down the left lane, throws it up, floater, no good, but she's fouled by Grayson. And 2 free throws will come by Kennedy. Bree Jones will pick up the foul. It's only her first, team 6th. Kennedy is 2 of 3 from the free throw line in this game. First free throw is no good by Kennedy. Second one for Kennedy is good. She makes the second. It's Ohio County on top by 6. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. 2-on-2 zone for Ohio County. Over to the far side, Blanton, and she loses it out of bounds through her hands. Been a lot of those for Grayson. That the passes haven't been bad. It's just not been strong enough hands. Give it into Hill. 1:56 left here in the third quarter. Hill back out front now to Kennedy in between the circles. Kennedy spins down the lane. Jump pass out. 3 near side is long. Rebound taps off the head of a Lady Cougar player, and the loose ball is going to be out of bounds off of Grayson County. The Lady Cougar faithful over on the far side don't like the call from the official. They all stood up at the same time. It seemed like that one might have been obvious. Not happy whatsoever. It is Ohio County basketball, though. Off to the left wing to Gray. Gray bounce pass. Left elbow shot by Decker is no good. Blanton gets the rebound. And we'll hand it off to Jones with 1:20 left here in the third quarter. An outlet to Van Meter on the left wing. Van Meter now will drive down. Floater inside the free throw lines off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Decker for Ohio County. Decker gives it off to Kennedy. Kennedy's got it at the logo. Right side Hill. Hill picked up her dribble at the right elbow. Gives it outside to Kennedy. Curling around. The 3 is long. Rebounded by Green for Grayson. Green gives it off to Jones. We're under a minute to play here as they pass off here to the left wing. 3, Blanton, transition, in and out. Rebound tapped off. Decker tried to save it, and she did. Outside Blanton. She gets another chance, in and out. It spins around again. 2 close 3 opportunities. Ohio County gets another rebound. Off to Hill. Down the right side at the free throw line. She gives it back now to Decker, who's going to slow it up and set back up the offense. Into the near corner, driving near baseline's road. She throws the shot up. No good. Green gets the rebound, taps it off to Blanton. Blanton gives it back now to Riggs with 20 seconds left here in this third quarter. Riggs speeds up coast to coast, rolling. Left side shot, no good. Rebound taps off, and loose ball. A late foul is going to be called, I believe, on Kennedy Green with 12 seconds left in the third quarter. It is on Green. It's her second, team 7th. You're going to have free throws coming for Brooklyn Rhodes. She did not take any free throws last season. One in the bonus will come. It's 36-30. Ohio County on top of Grayson. 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. She'll shoot one in the bonus, and she makes the first. Does Brooklyn Rhodes. Second free throw, no good, but the long rebound is chased down by Milam for Ohio County. Ohio County will have the last shot if they want to take it. Kennedy speeds down the left lane, goes up, floats it up, right-handed layup is good for Kennedy, and Grayson will not get a shot off. Ohio County dominates the third quarter. They lead 39-30. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Lady Cougars were outscored 20-6 in the third quarter, and they trail 39-30 as we start this fourth quarter of play. Not a good quarter at all. Really not a good second and third quarter for Grayson County. After the first quarter was really good. Quarter's underway. Lady Cougars down by 9 points. It's off to the right side of Van Meter. Van Meter double team taken away by Kennedy. Kennedy falls down and Ted Hill wants a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 7:48 to go. It's 39-30. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Lady Cougars trail 39-30. 7:48 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. It's been turnovers that have been the story for the Lady Cougars. Be Ella Decker to pass in for Ohio County. It's a bounce pass into the backcourt to Kennedy. Kennedy, an outlet pass to a wide open Jakomovic, who drives down the lane, misses the layup. Rebounded by Van Meter for Grayson, who's immediately looking to push. Now she's going to speed up into the near corner. Angles back towards the middle, off to Perkins, left wing shot. She pulls up a three, left side, count it! Sydney Perkins knocks in the three, and it's a 6-point game, 39-33, 7:20 to play. Riggs gets a steal. Riggs weaves through, loses the ball, dumps it off to the left side to Renfro. Reverse layup on the baseline's no good, and a rebound's no jump ball. At first, I thought it was going to be whistled over to the far side. It is a foul from behind on Renfro, who just ran right over Kennedy. Kennedy a little slow to get up. Kennedy Green goes over to help her up. As for Renfro, that is her second. Team's 8th. It'll be Kennedy to the line. Skylar Gray re-enters for Jakomovic. Kennedy slowly goes to the line. She will shoot one in the bonus. If she makes the first, she'll get the second. She makes the first, so the second will come. Second free throw is good. She makes them both, and Ohio County's back up to an 8-point advantage at 41-33. 7 minutes to go. Renfro weaves up the near side of the floor. She breaks the timeline, fires one down to the right block to Green. Green back to the near corner. Three. Perkins is a little long, and the long rebound chased down by Kennedy. Kennedy back into the middle. It bounces around. It's off. Loose ball is going to be a Van Meter's got it. Outside to Riggs. Riggs at the right elbow. Drives down the right lane. Tried to pass it, and instead it's taken away by Gray for Ohio County. Over to the far side, Gray. to Skylar Gray. Now to Emerson Gray on the right wing, out front to Kennedy, and Ted Hill going to go into a little bit of prevent offense. Kennedy drives in, kicks it into the near corner to Skylar Gray. That was to Rhodes. Left wing Kennedy. Back out front now to Decker. Now Ohio County in no rush whatsoever. Emerson Gray at the left elbow. Passes into the near corner to Kennedy, who drives near baseline. And I think they're calling a foul on Sydney Perkins. That is her second, team's ninth. Cameron Kennedy back to the line to shoot one in the bonus. And she makes the first. Todd Johnston wanting an explanation on that foul. Brooklyn Rhodes re-enters, but it will be in place of the shooter, Cameron Kennedy, if Kennedy can knock it down. And she will not. Rebounded by Renfro on the floor for Grayson. Renfro gives it off to Riggs. Riggs is double teamed in the backcourt, needs to find help, finds it with Renfro on the left side. Renfro gets a screen from Green, taps it off to Perkins, and walk is going to be called. And that's not a good call, as that was tapped on the bobble. Todd Johnston not happy from the official. I'll be honest, that's just not a good call from the official. That's back-to-back calls that he's missed. Over on the far side, it is Rhodes with it. Rhodes drives down the right lane, loses it, gains it back. A wild layup's no good. Long rebound chased down by Emerson Gray. Ted Hill wants him to go back. It's a 42-33 Ohio County lead. Milam off to the right side to Decker. Decker guarded by Renfro. Obviously Ohio County just using as much of the clock as they can at the free throw line. Crosses it to Rhodes. Rhodes drives in, loses it. Loose ball is going to be a jump ball. Finally, they a walk. They're calling a walk on Grayson County. That's one of the more bizarre calls I've ever seen. The official said that Renfro got up. She did not. Okay, so Ohio County's going to get the ball. 42-33, 5:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Give it outside to Wilson, who's into the game with the 4 fouls. And a foul is going to be called on Perkins. That's her third and the team's 10th. So 2 free throws will come for Caitlin Wilson. She's 2 of 2 from the free throw line in this game. First free throw is short by Wilson. Isabel Blanson will come into the game in place of Briley Renfro. Second one coming from Wilson. It's good. Wilson makes the second. Ohio County up by 10, 43-33. As Van Meter up the far side of the floor gets around Wilson, drives in, and a blocking foul is going to be called. And that's a good call. As that'll be one of the bonus now coming. Foul's called on Skylar Gray. That is her second, team's 9th, as Gray was sideways when Van Meter made contact. So that's a good call. Van Meter will shoot one of the bonus. Both teams will shoot the double bonus the remainder of this game on the next foul for Grayson. She gets at least one with 5:11 to go. It is up, and it is no good. Rattles in and out. Rebounded by Ohio County. An outlet pass to Emerson Gray, who spins down the left lane, goes up to the right side. The layup is good by Emerson Gray. Off-balance shot put in, and it's a 12-point Ohio County lead. Van Meter off to Riggs on the far side of the floor, angling back here towards the near side. In between the circles to Van Meter. Van Meter to the near side, gets a screen from Green, drives down, floats it up, right side shot, no good. Rebounded back by Van Meter, outside to Perkins, 3 up, good. Perkins hits the 3. Todd Johnson wants a timeout. It's going to have to be a full timeout. for Todd Johnston taken, and we'll take it with him. 45-36, 4:39 to go. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Lady Cougars trail Ohio County 45-36, 4:39 left here in this final quarter of play. Try and set up the full court pressure, and they throw it the length of the floor to Decker, who's wide open layup down the left side. Decker layup good. Doesn't get much easier than that for Ella Decker. Grayson County's got to get some points and start getting them in a hurry. It's Van Meter in between the circles to the left wing to Renfro. Renfro guarded by Milam, gets a screen from Narvaez. Renfro down the right side, absorbs some contact, and the shot's good. Renfro gets her first basket of the game. It goes back to a 9-point game at 47-38. Decker weaves through at the free throw line. Bounce pass over to the far side, out front to Wilson. Wilson straight away, gets down, throws up a wild shot, and a foul's going to be called on Grayson County. Called on Narvaez. That is her third. 2 free throws will come for Caitlin Wilson. A lot of free throws in this game, primarily taken by Ohio County. First free throw is good by Wilson. Isabel Blanton in for Narvaez. Also re-entering the game was Kennedy Green. Wilson makes both free throws. Ohio County's up 11. 49-38. 4 minutes to go here in this evening's contest. Riggs at the logo. Guarded by Ohio County. Riggs down the right side, goes up. Fouled, no whistle. Inside, she gains the rebound back, and now a foul's going to be called on Ohio County, and 2 free throws will come. I think that's just the foul that should have been called a few seconds ago. This foul's called on Emerson Gray. That's her 4th. Team's 10th. The line will be Riggs. She will shoot 2. Grayson's got to take advantage of these shots without time coming off the clock. Riggs makes the first free throw. Second one good as well. Riley Renfro re-enters. Isabel Blanton comes out. Grayson going to set up their full court pressure. Milam double teamed up the near side of the floor. She floops it up, taken away by Riggs. Looking like a football cornerback. Outlet down to the left block to Renfro, who's fouled on the floor. It's going to be 2 shots regardless for Briley Renfro. We'll see who this foul's called on. It's called on Caitlin Wilson, and that's 5. So Caitlin Wilson will foul out of this game with 7 points. Brooklyn Rhodes will come in the place of Wilson. Ted Hill doesn't want to take that 20 seconds that he typically gets to make Renfro think about it. 2 free throws coming for the senior. The first one is no good. Renfro last season from the free throw line was a 45.5% free throw shooter. And that's going to be a lane violation on Kennedy Green. So that'll wipe the free throw off. 49-40, and a foul called immediately on Grayson County, and Cameron Kennedy will go to the free throw line. Briley Renfro will pick up the foul. That is her third. Fouls galore here in tonight's game. As we approach the 90-minute mark of this game already, and we still got one more. I'd presume that game will probably start closer to 8:15. Free throw is up, and it is good from Cameron Kennedy. She'll have one more. Blanton re-enters. Renfro takes a seat, some offense, defense. Second free throw good, making them both. It's 51-40. Over to the far side to Van Meter. Angles back here towards the middle. Van Meter in between the circles to the left wing to Riggs. Riggs curls around. Finds inside to Green. Green bounce pass to Van Meter at the right wing. Van Meter picks it up. Back now to Green. Extended 18-foot jumper near side is good for Kennedy Green. Green's up to 6 points. It's a new career high for the freshman. Getting some extended playing time, and she now knocks the ball out of bounds. And they're going to talk it over, and they're going to say it is Ohio County basketball, which is the right call. It's the right call. That happened right in front of us. That's the right call. Ohio County to pass in, 3:14 to go. They give it into the back to Rhodes. Rhodes will break the timeline. She angles back towards the middle. Gives it back now to Decker. Decker over to the right side to Kennedy. Todd Johnston calling up the defensive pressure. Off to Milam. Milam straight away. Left side to Decker, who lost the ball. It was tipped into the backcourt. They're going to let the ball continue to roll, and it's diving after Van Meter's got it, but she falls out of bounds. Decker was letting that ball roll all the way down the floor. It's kind of an interesting decision. I guess she's letting the time count. I guess she didn't know it was tipped, I guess would be the only thing I can think of. Over to the far side of the floor. Press break offense does not work. Riggs is fouled in the backcourt, no whistle. Grayson County breaks the timeline off to Blanton. Blanton down the right side, pulls up, 5 feet right side, high off the glass. The shot's no good. Blanton gets the rebound back at first. It's out of bounds off of Ohio County. It's going to stay Grayson County basketball. 51-42, Ohio County on top of Grayson, 2:33 to go. Perkins to pass in. Bounce pass into Blanton. Off to Riggs. Riggs back to Perkins. Right wing three is up, and it is long, rebounded on the floor by Rhodes. Rhodes for Ohio County quickly pushes up the far side of the floor. Back into the middle to Kennedy. He's wanting some ball pressure. Is Todd Johnston as Kennedy drives in, floats up a wild shot, and Kennedy gets it to go in. 53-42, 2:08 to go, and that is going to get close to maybe doing it for Grayson. Van Meter drives in, floats it up, reverse layup, no good. Green there to clean it up, can't get it in. Green put back second time, no good. A couple of missed shots in the interior for Grayson. Ohio County's going to get the basketball, and with 53-42 is the game. Right now, 1:45 to go. That might all but do it, and a foul at the top of the keys called on Perkins. It's her fourth. 2 free throws will come for Kennedy. Game 2 will follow Game 1 here today. You'll listen and watch it here on K105 Digital Productions. Free throw is up, and it is good by Kennedy. Kennedy misses the second one off to the right, and a foul on the rebound is called on Rhodes. Riggs will get free throws here. For Rhodes, that's her fourth. And 2 free throws will come now for Arissa Riggs. Riggs will get a pair. First one is good for the senior Arissa Riggs. Renfro will re-enter. Ohio County has attempted 29 free throws. Grayson County has attempted 14. That's a lot of free throws in this game. 54-44, press break offense down inside to Rhodes, who lays it in, the reverse layup, and it is a 12-point game, 56-44. And that will probably all but do it with 90 seconds to go. Renfro down the left side. trying to find help, finds it with Van Meter. Right wing three is up, short. Rebounded on the floor by Ohio County, and a little touch foul is going to be called, and Ella Decker now will go to the free throw line. Briley Renfro will pick up the foul. That is her fourth. First free throw good by Decker. There have been 43 fouls called in this game. That's a couple. Second free throw good. Decker makes them both. Ohio County on top, 58-44, minute 20 to go. Grayson County, as there's a pass over to the far side to Blanton. Out front, three by Riggs is in and out. There have been a couple of those tonight for Grayson County. And weaving through, a foul's going to be called, and more free throws will become. Grayson County will host Washington County on Thursday before hosting Edmonson County on Friday. Washington County will be a 6:30 tip-off here at the Cougar Den. You'll be able to watch and listen on K105 Digital Productions. And Friday will be Edmonson County, 6 o'clock will be the start time of that game. Two free throws will come for Decker. First one is good. Subs in for Grayson. Lexi Logston, Lucy Torrance, Ella Narvaez, and Bree Jones all come in. So Kennedy Green will remain. See if Ted Hill will go to his bench and put some of his younger players into the game as well. Both free throws good by Decker. You have Keeley Westerfield into the game for Ohio County and Laney Seegers. So Lady Cougars will fall to 1-1 on the year. Ohio County will improve, Grayson County will fall to 1-3. Ohio County will improve to 1-1 on the year. Off to the right wing, Green drives in. A foul's going to be called. The basket good or not? I think they're going to call it on the floor. No basket. Foul's called on Skylar Gray. That's her third. Kennedy Green will go to the line to try and get two free throws. Green already with a new career high. First one for the freshman is good for Kennedy Green. 1 minute to go. Second one for Green. She lets it fly. It is no good off to the right. Rebounded by Torrance for Grayson. Outside to Jones. Jones straight away fires down to the left block to Green. She was wide open, wasn't ready for the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Into the game is a number 1. I don't have on my roster. And also Jakimowicz. Or Jakimowicz, sorry, is the new player into the game for Ohio County. It's Hill over on the far side. Loops it into that number 1. Jones in on defense. Trying to find help. Finds it back now to Hill with 38 seconds to go. It's 60-45. Bounce pass over to the far side. Obviously, Ohio County doesn't need to get a shot off. They will win this game. And we'll jump into our In Between the Games broadcast after this. And now a steal by Jones with 20 seconds to play, and she's fouled. And how about some more free throws? I don't think we've had enough tonight. Foul called on Jakimowicz. Jones will go to the line to shoot 2. First one for the 7th grader is good. Second free throw coming for Jones is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Green on the inside. Green looking for help, finds it with Logston. Catch and shoot 3 straight away. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded on the inside, knocked around. Torrance gets the loose ball for Grayson. Outside to Logston, crosses it to Jones with 7 seconds. Jones drives in, loses it, shots good, count the basket. Ted Hill at first, you could tell he didn't necessarily like that they counted the basket. And he was getting ready to walk over to talk to the official, and then he realized that they're up by 12 points with 5 seconds to go. And unless they've invented a 12-point shot in the last 5 minutes, think it's safe to say that his team has won. The free throw is good by Jones. Ohio County's going to break the timeline, and your final score tonight, Ohio County defeats Grayson County by a final score of 60-49. Come back, jump into our In Between the Games broadcast after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
Oh! I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together. Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember,
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Remember,
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
96. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars fall tonight by a final score of 60-49. I'm joined now by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. And coach, that first quarter I thought was one of the better first quarters, especially defensively, that I've seen your team maybe play in a while. What changed?
Well, we quit making shots and we couldn't get into pressure, and I think we scored 6-7 points over about a 12-minute span. And again, when you can't make shots and you don't get layups, and we had some wide open looks from the outside and just didn't make them tonight. But it's so hard to put so much pressure on your defense when you struggle so bad offensively. So first half, Isabel came in first quarter, made a three, made a couple good, and hit another little short shot, and Arissa came out and was ready to go. Sid missed some early that she normally makes, and she let that affect her, and that's one thing she's got to overcome is she's got to have the shortest memory you can have and just think about the next shot. And she played better in the second half, but defensively we were fine, causing turnovers, trying to mix things up from our 1-3-1 to our full court back into 55. And like I said, first quarter looked good, but then we quit scoring, didn't score but 4 points in the second quarter maybe. Seven, which seems like 0 to me over here. How many did we get in the third quarter? Not very many. Seven again. So, we've got to find a way to make these shots that we're missing, and maybe we're playing too fast for them. Try to get them to play off 2 feet more in the paint so they're more under control, but we still do a lot of 1-foot shooting on the run in there. But, bottom line is turnovers got us. Again, we probably didn't get 40 shots up tonight because of how many turnovers we had. Our guards just have to be better. And, we drill it. Be in your spots for your teammates, be in your spots. But when pressure comes at you, that's what pressure is designed to do, make you make quick decisions, speed you up. Our heads go down, we start driving. Just one of those things that, I don't know, I thought Arissa played really well, handled the ball, took control, our leader out there that we need. And she's a senior, so, she should. But, Sutton's got enough experience. She's got to make better decisions. Sydney's got to make better decisions. Isabel is getting there. She didn't play a whole lot last year. But, Bree's a 7th grader, but she's got to be better too. And I told them in there, our guards have to be better. We don't have a great post game. We don't have a post player, actually. So if our guards don't play well, we're going to struggle.
I thought the one player who's closest to the post, you had Kennedy. She again she's so close. I know it seems like I can say this after every game because she has some moments where it's like, yes. Like there was the play down here where I think she might have lost the rebound or tapped it out and an Ohio County player got it. She immediately knocked it and it went into your bench. I don't know if you kind of remember the play. I don't really remember what led into it. But that's just showing pure athleticism and instinct. And you can't teach some of that.
No, and she is by far the best athlete on our team. And I wish I could get her at the 4 spot and, even a small forward 3 spot because that's her natural position. Right now she's having to guard people out that outweigh her and stronger and all of that. But, she's close, missed a couple gimmies, and, she's one that makes a mistake and she takes it so hard. I've got her, and before the game started, we took her down here to one end. Everybody else was on the other. Just worked with her on catching and shooting, trying to clear her mind. Don't worry about it. She missed 5 in a row, then she'd turn around and make 7 or 8 in a row. So she's getting better. What she did in the fourth quarter, we need for 32 minutes. I thought she was much more active, hit a couple, hit the jumper, and missed a couple gimmies too, but after the ball rebounded. So, again, a good stretch for her, but we've just got to find a way to cut our turnovers down so we can get shots.
I see here coming up later this week, you have a home game against a Washington County team that, again, will be similar to the University Heights. Not necessarily, I'm not saying talent, I don't know that, but more of your team doesn't know where Washington County is, doesn't know their nickname, doesn't know their colors, doesn't know anything about them. Same thing can be said for them. And then on Friday, they got a team that they know a little bit about, and I saw they won by 8 tonight at home against Warren Central. So, you're going to learn a lot about your team over those 2 games here at home against Washington and Edmonton, aren't you?
Yeah, and starting tonight, I thought this was a stretch that we had a chance. Again, we could play Ohio County tomorrow and we might beat them. I thought it was a 50-50 game. I told you that. I thought we had a great chance to get a win tonight. We need to win Thursday night. Still, again, I don't know a whole lot about Washington County yet. we got a chance against Edmondson if we can find a way to minimize their size. But our guards will dictate that. And, I think our guards are better than Edmondson's guards, but their bigs are better than our bigs. And they've got a really good one in the freshman Williams, and we've got to find a way to neutralize that. Our guards have to make shots. They have to get a shot, so we can't turn it over. And if we do that, then I think that could be a game that could really turn our season around because, they're the prohibited favorite in our district. I don't think there's any question about that. They got everybody back from last year, minus the left-handed guard that really contributed to them, Wolf. And, they're expecting to have a good year. They're a good team. They're well coached. We've got all their films right now, and they run really good stuff in man. So we're going to have to be really solid and take them out of some of the stuff they run. And but again, Washington County's first, and it's a game we got to get. Got to get it.
Coach, we'll see you on Thursday. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Sam.
That's head coach Todd Johnston. If you're watching on K105 Digital Productions, the stream will end and a new one will begin. This is Lady Cougar Basketball.